Credit unions today continue to struggle to provide best-in-class member experience. Hello, my name is Jason Miller, Chief Evangelist and Principal Consultant here at Creatio. I want to talk for a few minutes about what a common member journey might look like and show you how Creatio helps enable credit unions to solve this problem. Oftentimes, credit unions look at a member through a transaction-centric approach versus a member-centric approach. What does this mean? It means that we're only looking at data that come from silos. Maybe it's from the core, maybe it's from the LOS system. We don't have a way to put together a holistic view of this member. Now, what does that mean? It means things that are offered to a client are often uncustomized, don't have meaning based upon that unique member, or it doesn't really help drive better engagement with that member. Now, let's take a look at what this may look like when we use Creatio to drive a member-centric approach. Now, for this day in the life of Journey, we're going to use three personas. Mary, who is the member, Emma, who's a relationship manager, and John, who's a marketing manager. Now, let's take a look at this from a perspective of the past. When we've always looked at things through a transaction-centric member approach, maybe this feels familiar to you. Mary calls into the contact center and an agent, pulls up this information that they have on the member, but they can only see things like account balance or transaction history. Why? Because they're looking in a data silo. They don't have that full 360-degree view of that member. And then again, when Mary calls in about that loan, they have to visit a branch. And then when Mary visits that branch, Emma has no insight in, again, only seeing it from a transaction-centric approach. They have to repeat several familiar questions or maybe even redo the whole application process from scratch. A lot of times these offers that Emma would be able to present to Mary are non-personalized, right? Any email communications coming from the marketing team or coming from Emma would be based upon standard loan rates, right? No real customization based upon the standing that member has. Mary also typically must call constantly to check in with the credit union. What's the status of my application? Again, because the data is siloed, that member service representative may not have that full information set in one place, having to jump from system to system to system to see what the status is. And then ultimately, this often leads to lack of proactivity. This means that they don't have the tools to advise or make the best suggestions on the products that Mary could truly use to better her situation. Now, if that sounds familiar, let's look at what a real member-centric engagement might look like. Creatio gives you a unified view of the member. It pulls in data from multiple disparate systems and aggregates it into a single unified dashboard. This access to member information enables you to offer personalized relationships, provide better service, and identify cross and upsell opportunities for the benefit of the organization. For example, here we have a next best offer to highlight the products that member might be interested in. Multiple recommendations are made for this member, and I can click into each one and read more details, including guidance on how to communicate the offer effectively. This way, our relationship manager can provide more personalized engagement and offer the member exactly what they need. Creatio also uses predictive analytics to assess member health. We can evaluate the likelihood of churn for an individual or a business entity, help organizations proactively manage their relationships. All of this is built into a comprehensive understanding of the member, including their products, services, and open applications. You can see a complete timeline of interactions with the member. Also, users can search by role, employee, or interaction type, making it easy to find relevant detail. Additionally, you can see key metrics that are important for the understanding of the member's overall relationship with the credit union. So think about it when Mary calls that service representative. They have the full view of all of the previous engagements, not just the transaction history, not just the current credit score, but all of the previous applications, engagements, visits that Mary has made with the credit union. Having this full 360-degree approach also allows John to identify particular needs or potential needs for our member. Let's say our credit union marketing manager, John, is running a HELOC campaign. Here we have a marketing dashboard, and I can see all of the core information about the campaign. I want to see how many new leads were generated today, so instead of searching for this information, I'll simply ask Creatio AI. I can ask something like, how many leads were generated today for my branch, so that I don't have to dig through this information manually. A lot of valuable insights are available. It's just a matter of how to find it and surface the most relevant insights. Instead of manually combing through filters and all of the information, I can simply see 5 leads were generated for my branch and prompted with, "Would you like to see them?" If I say yes, the system can display the list of leads for me. Additionally, the system assigns a predictive score to the leads, which helps me prioritize them. My list is then sorted by predictive score, allowing me to see new leads and the ones with highest predictive score, and then start working with them efficiently and effectively. Now let's take a look beyond the leads I've intentionally generated. For example, in my emails, I can see a message from Sven who is referencing Alex Wilson, a member including in our campaign. Sven, a neighbor of Alex, heard about the campaign and is now interested in learning more about our offering for a home equity line of credit. This shows the cascading effect of my campaign. I can now find more information about Sven and create a lead directly from this email. I can use AI to create a lead associated with this HELOC campaign since Sven had mentioned it. AI will then link the email to the contact, associate the lead with Sven, and connect it back to the campaign. This ensures I can track the campaign's effectiveness and the return on investment. Before following up, I might want to gather additional details about Sven. Since I don't know much about him yet, opening his contact record triggers AI to search for enrichment data. The system automatically gathers additional information from various sources within the organization or outside the organization, allowing me to confirm and add relevant details to his contact profile. Now, with a fuller picture of who Sven is, I can craft a more informed response. AI also identifies any business information related to him. If he doesn't have an account, it prompts me to associate any relative business details with this contact record. With this additional insight, I can even update product recommendations. While Sven initially had inquired about a HELOC, AI can also suggest maybe a small business loan might be a better fit based upon his profile. I can also still respond to his request for the HELOC, but also listen for cues that might indicate a better product option. Creatio AI can do all of this and helps you leverage the data, predictive models, and automation to have more meaningful conversations and interacting with your prospects. It enables you to cross-sell and upsell effectively and efficiently, ensuring that your team is well prepared to engage with potential members in an informed and strategic way. This means that taking a member-centric approach that is actionable, that is real-time, that is fed with data, allows a credit union to break free of these chains of a transaction-centric approach and ultimately lead to a better member-centric approach with full engagement through omni-channel engagement. Creatio has been working with credit unions all over the Americas to really support this idea of member engagement. So how do we do it? Well, first of all, we are true no-code. What does this mean? It means that we're able to design user experiences like the one that you see here without writing a single line of code. We're able to do this by assembling, think of it as Lego blocks, a unique experience for you. For example, here is a contact dashboard we previously saw. You can change it to show the exact information that your team needs. If you want certain metrics to appear across the top or stack multiple metrics together, you can do that. If you need to create a new metric or reposition elements on the page, you have full control to do so. You can choose to highlight specific information in a tile, making it more prominent. This customization extends beyond just tabs. If you don't like the left panel and prefer to move it elsewhere for easier access, you can do that too. The page designer gives you full flexibility to not only determine the layout, but also control how you interact with the information. For example, you can modify data fields to ensure they align with the key metrics you want to track. The best way to understand this is through real-world examples. Let's look at the same contact page for a different organization. For instance, here's a setup for Alexander Wilson. In this case, the organization wanted critical notes displayed prominently at the top. They also needed quick access to the best offers and duplicate records, so that they placed those in a separate section. To maximize the space, they designed a punch-out view for these elements. This layout was tailored to their needs, ensuring their end users could work efficiently and effectively to access the most important information seamlessly. This is the true power of no-code, and you do not need any coding skills to achieve this. Now, ultimately, this is not a trade-off of buy versus build. It's actually the best of both worlds. Because we are accelerating using no-code and we're using SaaS-based technology, we're able to deploy fast. We're able to customize with ease, ultimately giving you control back so that you don't have to continue to outsource or rely on overburdened IT staff.
We've been able to deliver incredible value to our users and our members with a really small team, and we're able to deliver that value at an unprecedented pace. We manage a group of 1,200 users with an admin group of just 3 individuals. And despite that, we're also turning around some of the best experiences we've had out of our CRM so far. And that's honestly all thanks to the no-code tools that are, given to us in this latest platform.
Now, when we think about this is all done through a composable, actionable CRM built on an AI native platform that is focused on not only the process automation, but also these pre-built credit union workflows through sales, service, and marketing. We are also the only platform out there that is fully AI native. Our AI native architecture that allows us to use all 3 major patterns of AI, including agentic, predictive, and generative in one single platform. For example, Creatio AI can help you create personalized emails. AI can refine specific email elements, such as improving subject lines or converting text to active voice. Creatio AI generates revised content and enhances the effectiveness of each email component. Hopefully you found some of this information insightful about how Creatio is helping bring digital, modern technology to member engagement for credit unions. If you'd like to learn more, check us out at www.creatio.com/industries/credit unions. We'll see you soon.